Hey everyone, sorry for the delay. Rebecca Ridenfro here, and we're so glad you're listening tonight and joined Tracy and me to hear about how we plan to achieve going for 30 distributors and loyal customers by September 20th. So we're going to jump right in and try to keep this short for you guys, but get a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes. So I'm going to take it over to Tracy.
Hey guys. All right, I am super pumped. I'm excited about what's going on. Ryan and I have recently been talking about just the renewed vigor and the excitement and the energy that's been happening on our team and on the page, and we are just so jazzed for the rest of this month. So Rebecca and I just wanted to do a quick little training tonight to kind of go over, Ashley threw out a challenge to us and our team to get 30 15th and September the 20th. And so I am really pumped about it, and I've made a list of 1 through 30, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit, but I'm going to attack this, and I always love a good challenge, and so I hope you guys will really take hold of this with us. Rebecca and I are working towards it, and we hope that you guys will take hold of this with us and really go after those 30. And so tonight we're going to talk to you guys a little bit about how we're going to do that. And the very, very first thing that I want to encourage all of you guys to do, this is what I'm doing, is to get out a pen and paper and literally start making a brand new list of potentials. I had a phone call just recently with Miss Pam Souter, who is the lady that most of you know, who basically started this company. And I was talking to her about, I've been in the company now 2.5 years, and was just expressing to her about how I need a new goal, and just kind of was asking her what are some pieces of advice you could give me for somebody that's been in it 2.5 years. And she said, Tracy, the best thing I can tell you is to go back and think back to what you did at the very beginning when you first started this business, or on the months that you were really striving to promote. What did you do? And so I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about what did I do at the very beginning that maybe I'm not doing as much of now, so I can get back to that and acting with just such intent and such, just crazy. Ryan says I got lime green eyes when I first joined this business. So what did that look like for me? So I've really been thinking about that, and the very first thing that I did, and the way that I jumped in with both feet and attacked this business from the very beginning, is that I sat down in front of my computer, at night, and I made a list of people using my Facebook account. And I went through all of my Facebook friends, and then I also looked at my email, and I went through all of my email contacts. I looked in my phone, I went through all of my phone contacts, and I literally created a list, and I wrote it all out. And so I did that again just yesterday. I went through and I created a brand new list. Hello, family.
Hello.
Everybody say hi to my family. Sorry. And so I created a brand new list of people just yesterday, and I came up with about 225 names. And so it took some time to go back through and handwrite everything down, but I'll tell you, there's something about handwriting the names down that really helps me, and also just to have a going list that I can work on. And so I put it in this notebook, and so that I can carry it with me and start contacting those people one person at a time, sending them individual messages, and really start working that list. So that's the first thing that I encourage you guys to do as we're attacking this 30. And I'm going to tell you guys a little at the end of this call, or at the end of this hangout, I'll tell you some statistics that we're going to go after each day in this. But that's the first thing, Rebecca, that I'm going to do.
Okay, great. Fabulous. All right, so second thing that we're really encouraging, or we're going to do, and we're encouraging everyone else to do, is Tracy and I have really learned that when we brand ourselves, that people start to ask us about what works, or is that skinny wrap thing, or don't you guys sell that body wrap? So we're really encouraging you, and we're taking the challenge ourselves, to wear our It Works t-shirts every day. And what that's going to do for us is it's going to brand us, it's going to get people asking us, and it gets us in the right mind frame too. I know when I wear my shirt, my sweatshirt, my t-shirt, I wear this cardigan a lot, when I have this on, I'm in work mode, and so I am looking for people more aggressively that way. I'm more in the mood to share what I have to offer. I feel like I can tackle the world when I have my It Works brand on. So I'm really going to work on branding myself even more consistently than I do now. I know a lot of us are wearing lanyards, which is our Blitz card laminated and around our neck, and I know people are seeing great success with that. A lot of people are carrying the bag that says It Works on it. Then you can even do magnets for your car and get the big sticker for the back of your window, which is what I'm in the process of doing. So I feel like the more branded we are, the more opportunity we get to tell people about what we have to offer. As I've been in the business and Tracy's been in the business for over 2 years, the difference in how more known we are now is very significant from when we first started. So when you wear your It Works shirt and it says It Works, people have an idea of what that is sometimes, and if they don't, they're not afraid to ask. So definitely wear your shirt, wear it with pride, brand yourself. You're an It Works distributor, you're a leader with this company, and you have a great product to offer. So brand yourself and be confident. So that's number 2. All right, Tracy, back to you.
All right, so number 3 is that you do not want to go anywhere. Do not ever, ever, ever leave your house without Blitz cards. I carry a stack of these in my purse. I carry a stack of these in my yoga bag. I carry some in my car. Everywhere I go, Ryan has some in his truck. Every time we go out of the house, we have some Blitz cards. And so I encourage you to not leave the house without them. And so Rebecca and I are going to share a couple of ways that we go about blitzing. We've been talking a lot about that this month, and I'm super proud of this team and how you guys are out there getting our cards and coupons out into people's hands and planting seeds. You guys have been rocking it with the blitzing challenge, and I encourage you to keep it up because as we're going for these 30, blitzing is part of this. And so a couple of my favorite ways to blitz, and then Rebecca will share with you a couple of hers, is, you know, when I'm out and about, I always like to give people, when I pull out a Blitz card, I usually pull out 2 to give to someone, and I usually just say something simple along the lines of, you know, I would love to give you some coupons, getting the word out about our business, and then I hand it to them. And, you know, I'll usually say there's one for you and one for a friend, or you can give it to whoever here, you know, you think might have an interest, and just getting the word out. And I let them look at it before I walk away and just kind of let them look at it, and they usually will ask a question, or if they don't and they just continue to look at it, I'll usually say something like, have you heard of the crazy wrap thing before? And just to spur on that conversation. And then, you know, a lot of times people will say, does it work? And at that point, I will say, without hesitation, I'll say, oh, yeah, girl, it's crazy how good it works. I would love to text you some before and after pictures of people I've actually wrapped, and then that way you'll have my contact information in your phone. And most people will say, yeah, and they'll give you their contact information, and so then I'll text them a picture, and then I have their information to follow up later. So that's really a way that I blitz, and that's just wherever I'm at. If I'm at, you know, checking out at the store, or if I'm at, you know, doesn't matter where, the mall, the post office, the library. You know, Brian and I went out to dinner in Dallas the other night, and there were a couple of ladies that were sitting there, and we chatted for a second about, I took a picture of them, and we kind of chatted, and so I just said something like, you know, you ladies have been so kind to me, I would love to give you some coupons. We're getting the word out about our business here. And people are, you know, if you use the word, you know, coupon, and you smile, and you're nice, and you say things like, I would love to give you some coupons, people are going to take them. You know, I've never had anybody be rude to me when I presented it like that. And so that's kind of my way of blitzing. Rebecca, what's your favorite way?
Okay. My all-time favorite way to blitz is when I can build a relationship with someone really fast. I find the most success in that type of blitzing, even though I'm an advocate and I do all kinds. So my favorite kind is when I can build a relationship with someone really fast. An example of how I did that recently was I just moved to Montgomery, Texas. I don't know anyone here. I know one person, or actually now I know a couple of people that live here. I don't know anyone. Unpacking my apartment, and I didn't even know where my hairdryer was, and I headed out to this little coffee place down the road. It's a local coffee place, so I'm all about shopping local. And so I went in with wet hair and my workout clothes on, and I immediately smiled at the person helping me. I always, like Tracy said, smile. I'm always making an effort to make the other person feel good, and it's all about them. And so then I just started talking to her and asking her about the coffee place and getting to know her. And what I find is when I start a conversation with someone and ask them questions about them, they automatically ask me questions about me. And then that's a great way for me to lead into my business. So what I did with her is I told her why we had moved to Montgomery and what kind of business I had. And I said, here, let me give you my card so we'll have each other's number. We'd made a connection about our ages of kids and that we were new to the area, both of us, and that sort of thing. And then we meet as soon as I left the restaurant or the coffee place. She friended me on Facebook. We've been friends, friending and talking for about a week now. I've seen her in the coffee place a couple times. And last night she asked me, she Facebook messaged me and told me she wanted to hear more about this crazy rap thing I had and how it could change her life. She saw my pictures on Facebook at the One Team One Mission last night. She's seeing me post about it, and that was the perfect way to blitz because I made a new friend. I was able to connect with her, but I made sure and was able to get my card in her hand and find a way in. So I find that when I build a relationship with someone and ask them questions, they usually ask me a question that I can weasel, I hate that kind of negative, but weasel my way in there and create an opportunity for me to give them her my card and get her contact information as well. But if you're out just massively blitzing, which I definitely recommend getting as many cards in the hands as many people as possible, a couple different ways that Tracy and I have done this in the past is we just hit a strip mall and go in every single place of business and just say, hey, we're getting the word out about a product that we offer. Can we leave you guys some coupons? How many employees do you have? And then you can go in to the blitz just like Tracy said earlier. A lot of you are using this, hope you can see it, this contact form. If you're not comfortable saying, hey, give me your number and I'll send you some before and after pictures, you can say something like, I do a monthly drawing, would you like to enter? I was having coffee with Megan Sure this morning. We had the best time talking, and this girl is amazing, and this is something that she uses and really does a great job of getting contact information, and she's teaching her team to do the same thing. The other thing that I picked up from her today that I thought was really awesome is she's on summer break. She's a teacher. She has a 1-year-old, so she is committed this summer to being out and meeting new moms at least 3 times a week. So what she's doing is joining moms groups, people she doesn't know, and she's going to these moms groups, and she is spending time meeting new moms. She even said she dresses her little boy in the I'm a rap star t-shirt, and they ask, oh, he's so cute in that. What is that? And it's a great way for her to blitz. So not only is she branding herself, but she's branding her child as well. And we all know people love to ask about other people's babies and kids and things like that. And then she is using her blitz card as just her way of, hey, here's my phone number. What's yours? Let's get together later. So she's using her blitz card as her, just giving them her phone number as well. And usually she'll use the side door approach. I thought this was good. She's like, oh, you probably don't need one of these wraps, but hey, take my coupon. You might share it with a friend. And usually they say, oh, girl, I do need this. And so she's using that side door approach. But the other thing I do for blitzing is I'm always prepared. Celeste told me about this. It's just this little dollar folder, and inside I have blitz cards, wraps, my party pad, product pamphlets, and order forms. And what I've found is when I'm prepared with everything that I need, I tend to want to talk about it even more. So I just feel like being prepared, wearing your shirt, having blitz cards, having wraps with you, you're always prepared for what might come up, and you feel more confident and you look for those things to come up. So, Tracy, you have anything to add to that?
Nope, that's perfect.
Okay.
I think just having, like you said, just being prepared and having that mindset that your business is open wherever you go. And so, we say that all the time, that we are the store. We are It Works, And so when you become a distributor, you are the store. And people a lot of times are buying you. And so you have to, put a smile on your face, turn your open sign over, and let people know that you're in business, and then always be prepared wherever you go because you are your business. And so, perfect. Awesome.
Okay, my turn?
Yep.
My turn? Okay. All right, so let me come back to you over here so you guys can see me. Okay, so the number 4 strategy that we're using to gather our 30 customers and distributors is to hold ourselves accountable for those 30. And so one way that Traci suggested that we do it, and I followed her lead, was you all know about my action notebook. I can't make it without this notebook. It's where I keep my daily to-do list and the actions I take for my business every day. But at the back of it, what I've done is made a list from number 1 through 30. So every time I sign a customer or a distributor, I'm going to add that person's name and distributor number or customer number, ID number, to my list. So you can see I signed a customer yesterday, so I got to put her name on number 1, and it feels so good to be able to write someone's name down and to be checking and adding to my list. So it's a visual for us to see how we're progressing through our challenge of gathering 30 by September 20th. On the other side, what I did was I put 30 by September 20th, and then I wrote the scripture, Colossians 3:23, which says, "And whatever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord, not to men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the reward of the inheritance, for you serve the Lord Christ." So for me, my motto in my business right now is do everything as of just like the Lord wants me to do and work really hard, and then my job is to plant the seeds, do the work, and He's the one that's going to bless my business. So I put that scripture there because Traci and I are really encouraging each other and holding each other accountable to pray a circle around that scripture every day. So I wanted to put it right there on my list. And then what I did was I put my actual actions that I'm taking, which are the things we're talking about tonight. So I can't ever be distracted. I can't ever lose focus on what plan I put in place to make this happen for my 30. So this is at the end of my action notebook, and I can't wait to keep things going and adding to it as I add customers and distributors. What about you, Traci?
I love that. And that's, I think that's so key in everything we do this business is to set out your goal, write it down, put it in front of you so you can see it every day. And so same thing as I posted my picture earlier. I have my list going, and that just drives me and motivates me because we need to keep going each and every day, which is our 5th tip tonight about what we're doing to go after our 30, and that's to not procrastinate. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes it's easy to procrastinate, especially when you have your own business and you're controlling the schedule that you work for It Works, and you set up the times that you actually sit down at your computer, you go out and blitz, and all of that is in your hands. And so it is easy, very easy to procrastinate in this business. But here's the thing, is that if you truly want to get 30 between now and September 20th, or if you really want to promote by the end of the month, or if you want to promote by August 31st, or whatever you're shooting for, whatever your goals are in this business, you have to determine that you're not going to procrastinate and you need to do today and not put it off until tomorrow. And so one way that I want to encourage you guys to do this, and this is something that Rebecca and I talked about this afternoon, is that we're going after 30, and so we're going to challenge you guys and do this as well, that every day. And so with 30 a day, what we mean by that is that we're going to send or call or text, we're going to contact 10 people from that list that we gathered, our new list that we put together. We're going to send out 10 messages, or we're going to call 10, or we're going to send out 5 texts and 5 calls, whatever. You're going to contact 10 people in the day. You're also going to blitz 10 times during the day. So that could be, leaving a couple of coupons, a few coupons, leave coupons here and there. But like we mentioned earlier, don't leave your house without them. It's easy to get rid of 10. 10 people, blitz 10 people, and then follow up with 10 people. I have a ton of people in my phone and in my messages on Facebook and emails and just lists that I've acquired from expos or people that have contacted me in the past, where our notebooks come in handy. a day. And so if we commit as a team, Rebecca and I are doing this with you guys. We never ask you to do something we're not doing. If we do that 30 people a day, then over the next 65 days that we have, that's almost 2,000 contacts that we're going to make. So Rebecca and I were talking, and so out of the 2,000 contacts, say that out of every 50 of those, you get one person signed up. Then that was September 20th. So if you're contacting about 2,000 and out of every 50 you sign one, then that's about 40 people. And all we need is 30, okay? And so if we commit to doing this 30 a day, it's only going to help us stay on track and help us. I know I have a list here of 225 people. It's a little overwhelming to think, oh my gosh, that's 225 people. But if I commit to contacting 10 of them every single day, that helps me to stay on track. And it gives me a very distinct, very measurable goal, daily goal, which is something I need to stay on track. And I hope that you guys will do it with us. And so those are our tips. Those are exactly the things that we're, as your leaders, those are the things we're going to be doing between now and September the 20th. We're going to make our new list. We're going to wear our shirts. We're going to brand ourselves everywhere we go. We're never going to leave our house without Blitz cards. We're going to write out 1 through 30 and post it, keep it with us so we can see it and continue to keep that at the forefront of our mind. And we're not going to procrastinate. We're going to do today what we need to do today, because everything that you do today is only going to benefit you. I would rather get my 30 in August and just be done with it, and so the sooner that we can get it done, the better. And the other thing I'll say about this is that if you're pushing for 30, come September the 20th, you've gotten 22. You know what? You've gotten 22, and that is amazing, and that's going to better our business. That's why I love challenges like this. So I hope you guys will embrace this. I think that if we're all pushing and going together and really striving at this together, it will only help us all achieve the goals that we're going for. I know you guys motivate and inspire me every single day. And so that's what we're doing. We hope this will help you guys out, and we are here for you and wish you all the best. Do you have anything else, Rebecca?
All right. Perfect. Good night, everybody. Good night.